Hey guys, this is Anthony and welcome to our weight management program, Phase 1 Moderation. I'm excited for you to get started with this. I'm going to teach you all the things you need to get started with your new lifestyle change and making nutrition work for you. So just to recap about me, I'm the owner and lead dietitian. I've got a master's in both nutrition and education, so I really take the education approach to this to really empower you and make it so that this is the last program that you'll ever have to do. It's going to work for you, and I have a lot of years of experience both as a trainer, as a strength coach, and as a dietitian. I've been able to take what the science says is supposed to work with what really works like out in the field, what I've seen work with my clients, and I've combined all of that into this program for you. So I hope that you enjoy it. Let's get into what that looks like. So first I'm going to start with talking about the big program. It's a phasic approach. It's 4 phases to get you to that ultimate goal of autopilot, and I'll talk about what each of those looks like. Then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of this phase, which is moderation, and you're going to learn all of these topics and be a master at all of these domains. And then we're going to talk about how to get started and how to keep up with the program. So how does the program work from like a very big picture point of view? And we have to look at our pillars of nutrition. This is what I believe as a practitioner, what I built my company on, and now I'm going to share it with you. Our first pillar is education. Leads to attitude change, leads to behavior change, leads to results. So many times people want to focus on the behavior change and they say, well, I just need a meal plan or I need a diet that I need to follow, and then that's going to give me the results. But what they're really doing is they're neglecting these first 2 steps of education and attitude change that give you those lasting results. Anybody can do a diet for a couple weeks or a month and get some good results, but I'm more concerned is, are you learning the things that you need to learn? Are you changing the way that you think about food to give you those permanent results? And that's the important part. Number 2 is that food choices should always be delicious, nutritious, and convenient. So keep that in mind when we're making food choices. We want to make things that are convenient, that work for your life, and that taste good. All help guide you on the nutritious part. And then finally, there is always a path forward. You may feel like you've given up, or this is the last try that you'll ever give, or maybe you haven't been that successful in the past. But I want to help to change your frame of thinking into, it's not just about the results on the scale that week. Did you learn something? Did you try a new recipe? Did you try a different food combination that worked for you? And although, that can be frustrating because I know you want to get results right away, what I'm just here to say is that there's always a path forward. Even if you're not getting results right now, there's still changes that we can make that will lead to those results and give you those permanent changes. Alright, so I move in a 4-phase approach to nutrition, and that's so we can move in small steps so it never feels impossible for you. I want every step and every change that you make to be a small change. But we can build on that, because just like compound interest with, if you're savvy with investing, you know that investing a little bit now can turn into a big payoff later. The same thing is with nutrition. So phase 1 is moderation, and that's going to be no complicated or strenuous diet guidelines. We're just going to focus on eating the right combinations of foods to maximize energy and fullness. And we really just want to lay the groundwork of some good eating patterns. In phase 2, we talk about calculation. What does calculation mean? It means that we're going to learn about how many calories each food that you choose has. And you're going to learn that there are things that are going to be more conducive to your progress and things that are going to be things you may want to stay away from, or that we may want to modify. And we learn a lot in this phase 2. Phase 3 is intensification, and this is what most people think of when they want to start a nutrition plan. What sort of diet do I need to follow, or meal plan? What sort of exercise program do I need to follow? Well, we don't go over the steps that are in this phase until you've really mastered moderation and calculation. You need to understand the properties that food have and how weight loss really works before, and get some good changes and victories under your belt before we go on to something that may be a little bit more regimented. Also keep in mind, we don't spend a lot of time in this phase, maybe a month, maybe two, but this is a very short-term thing because it does require a lot of focus, but we're not going to get there until you're ready for it. This could be a couple months down the line. And then finally, phase 4 is automation, and that's going to be autopilot, intuitive eating, doing this without having to need a ton of structure or a lot of coaching. I'm going to get you to the point to where these results are permanent and they don't feel like they're a lot of effort. So the topics covered in phase 1 moderation are listed out here. We're going to start you off with the plate method, so we're going to give you a good template for the right kind of food combinations. We'll talk about calorie density, so what foods are easy to overeat and what foods are going to be good at filling up our stomach. We'll talk about food influences on hunger and energy and the right sort of combinations for you. Flexible meal planning. So a flexible meal plan means that you have something for a situation where you need something fast. Maybe you have slow, or maybe on the go. What are we going to do when we're eating out? We'll talk about all that. We'll talk about grocery list building. I really recommend that you start shopping with a grocery list, and I'm going to provide one to you and show you what that looks like. And then finally, recipe exploration. Notice that doesn't say meal plan or strict meal plan. I'm just going to introduce you to some recipes, get you excited about food again, get those sort of good home-cooked meals back into your life and back to what you're eating in your family, and that's going to really set the foundation to be able to move to that next phase. But we really need to just master that here. So remember that knowledge is power, and we teach you how. Here's a look at our weight loss plate and what that looks like as far as doing ratios with your food. We'll talk about calorie density and how fruits and vegetables and proteins can help fill up your stomach more versus other food choices that you may have, and how to maximize that feeling of satisfaction after a meal. We'll talk about food effects on hunger and satiety. So certain foods are going to make you feel more full longer. They're going to stick with you and make it so that you don't need a snack an hour later. So you can last maybe 2, 3, 4 hours. And we'll talk about what are the right combinations for you. Then you'll get our custom meal plan. So we give you the template for that, as well as a sample meal plan that has some suggestions on there. And we follow our guideline of fast, slow, on the go, meaning what's a dinner you can make in 5 minutes or less, what's something you can make if you actually have half an hour or an hour to cook, and then finally, what can you do if you're running out the door or if you're eating out. Then we provide you with a grocery list. It's going to be just a template for you to follow along with, but at least you won't be going to the grocery store without any kind of game plan. And this is a really important step in being able to master your nutrition. We talked about recipe exploration, and this is what it looks like. We'll be sending you a printout from different sort of recipe websites. The reason why I do this is because I want you to explore that website. Maybe you don't find a recipe that you like from me, but we give you the database and ways to find things that you do like. But hopefully you do like some of the recipes, and we'll just be introducing those to you along the way. And finally, we'll ask for some feedback in this program, so you can let us know how much has your knowledge changed, how much have your habits changed, and give us some feedback on how we can make the program better for you. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you go online. It'll look a little different on your phone or from the user interface, but basically you're going to go to Programs. Looks like this little hat here. And then the program we're doing is Weight Management Program Phase 1. And if you click on that, you'll get a little description, and then all of these modules will start being released to you. So you can see on day 1, you're going to get the videos, you're going to get the meal plans, the printouts, the shopping list, and everything you need to get started. Then as the days roll on, 2, 3, 4, you're going to get more recipes, more menus, more options, more tips, things to just help you along the way and make your lifestyle changes easier. This program goes on for 30 days,
And on the 28th day, we'll send you a little evaluation survey. Please fill that out when you get a chance. And that's just what that looks like here.
The content in this program is released over a 30-day span. On day 1, you're going to get all the videos and handouts that I've talked about, so you can go through those at any time. I encourage you to watch the videos and try to learn something from the content in there. On days 2 through 7, we're going to give you a tip sheet every day. It might be how to eat more fruits and vegetables, how to dine out and be effective, as well as recipes. On day 8 and beyond, you'll be getting a recipe almost every day in this program. And then on day 20, I'm going to start introducing some exercise videos. And these are videos that talk about the benefits of exercise and how to get started. We're not going to go into a workout plan yet. But what we do want to do is get you to start thinking about exercise. And then finally on day 28, I'll ask for you to fill out a survey so you can let us know how effective you felt the program is. Alright, so remember, we're going to cover all of these topics in this first phase. We're going to go over the plate method, calorie density, influences on hunger, meal planning, grocery list building, and recipe exploration. So you are ready to get started with that as soon as you're done with this video. Alright y'all, thanks for participating. I hope that you find the content in this program helpful. I'll also be helping you in our sessions that we have together one-on-one and to kind of help coach and guide you through whatever it is it takes to help you achieve your goal. So I'm here for you. If you need some extra help, just reach out, shoot me a message on the app. But without further ado, go ahead and open up the program in your app or on your computer and get started on the content that I have for you guys. And like I said, I'll be following up with you, and then when we discuss and we both feel like you're ready for phase 2, I can open up the next program for you there.